Hello everyone and welcome to another decluttering video. In today's video I would be decluttering all my foundations, and as you can see this is the little tray which contains all my foundations. So in today's video I will be sharing you all the foundations that I have and would be decluttering some of them which might have expired or which are not in a very good condition. But from these foundations I also have one full tub of foundation जो कि इस basket में fit नहीं आया था, and that's why it was kept separately. So yes, these are all my foundations. I would be talking about each one of them and would be decluttering the ones which are not in a very good condition. So yeah, let's get started by taking out all these foundations. Now the tray is empty and I'll just keep the tray aside, and this is all the foundations that I have. I do have some high-end foundations and some very affordable ones in this collection. So yes, let's count how many I have. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So I do have a lot of foundations. I do have a total of 13 foundations, and I do think that I would be decluttering quite few of them. So yes, let's get started one by one. So the very first one that I have is this Urban Color Ultimate Radiance Foundation with UV filters. This is a comparatively new foundation. I think I have done a full review video on this. If not, then I would be doing it pretty soon. But yes, this is like an average foundation. It is not a full coverage foundation. It is more of a sheer to light coverage foundation, or you can actually call it like a more of a BB cream, I would say. So yes, this is not expired and this is kind of my shade, so I would not be decluttering this particular one. So I'll keep this back in my basket. Next foundation that I have is this Makeup Forever HD foundation. Now honestly saying, I do absolutely love this foundation, but unfortunately firstly this foundation has expired, and secondly this is not my shade. I did not buy this particular foundation online, and I did go to Sephora and color matched myself, but maybe due to summers or something my skin tone have changed and this foundation no more matches my skin tone. This is way too lighter than my skin tone, so I think I would be decluttering this, firstly because it is not my shade, secondly it has expired. So yes, this is the first foundation that I am decluttering. The next one we have is this Huda Beauty foundation. This is not the new formula, but it is the older formula. Now I do like this foundation, but since I bought it online, the color is not a perfect match for me. The shade that I have is called Macaroon 230N, and it is not a color match for me. It is slightly lighter than my skin tone, but I do think that I can use it during the winter season where my skin becomes a little less tan. So maybe I can use it during the winters. It has not expired yet, but would be expiring next year. So for now I am not decluttering this foundation, but I might declutter this one maybe at the end of this year if I won't be able to use it during the winters as well. So for now I am keeping it back in the tray. The next foundation I have is this Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Brightening Makeup Foundation by Benefit Cosmetics. Again, I love this foundation and I have used like half of it. It is a pricey one, but it has been a while that I have bought this foundation. It is a perfect color match for me, but since it has expired, I would have to declutter this one. As I said, I absolutely love this foundation, and if I get a chance, I would definitely be buying this particular one again. The next one that I have is this NY Bay liquid foundation. I bought this a while back. It has been almost a year, I guess, from Purple's website, and honestly saying, I'm not very fond of this particular foundation. It is like a very average foundation. It is decently affordable. It doesn't come with a pump, and I do feel that opening this little plastic thingy every time you do your makeup is a little bit of hassle. And as you can see, the shade seems pretty light for my skin tone. The shade that I have is shade number 9, and since I bought it online, it is not a very good color match for me. Thus I'm not a fan of the formulation of this particular foundation, so I would be decluttering this one and I might not buy it again. The next foundation that I have is this Estee Lauder's Double Wear foundation. I recently bought it around like 4-5 months back, and since I bought it online from Nykaa's website, I wasn't too sure about the shade that will suit me. rupees. And also this was the first time that I was trying this foundation, so I wasn't too sure about how I would like the formula, so I went ahead with this little mini size of the foundation. It is so tiny, it is so easy to travel with, but again this is a pricey foundation. This little foundation costed me around like 1800 rupees, but it's still better than paying 3400 for a full size bottle for a foundation you're not too sure about. But now since I have tried this foundation, I do like the way it looks on my skin. I especially like the way it stays on my skin. It is like a long wear foundation, it is like a medium to full coverage foundation, it is a buildable foundation, and I love the way it looks on my skin. I bought this particular foundation during winters, and at that point of time the shade was a good match for my skin, but now it is summers and this is a little bit lighter on my skin tone. But since I do like the formulation of this particular foundation, I would be keeping this foundation. Plus summers are almost gone, and I am hoping that my skin would be a little lighter during the winter season, and so I would be able to finish up this little tiny bottle of this foundation. And once I finish this foundation, I would go back to Sephora or maybe Estee Lauder's counter and would get a full size bottle of this foundation after color matching myself. So yes, I am not decluttering this, I am definitely keeping it in my collection. Now the next foundation that I have is this big tub, and this is Revlon's 24 hours color stay whipped foundation. It contains an SPF of 20. I am in the shade 320 warm golden. It is a very long lasting foundation. I would say that this is one of my top 3 foundations. I'm not too sure whether this particular foundation is still available or not. When I bought it a couple of years back, it was available in just 3 color options, and this 320 warm golden is a perfect match for me. This is honestly my third tub, but because I do have so many other foundations, I was actually not able to use it this time, so I have like more than half the product left, but since it has expired, I would not be able to use it. But I love this foundation so much that if I am able to get my hands on this foundation, I would definitely repurchase this again. The next foundation that I have is this Maybelline Superstay 24 hour full coverage foundation. Again, this is one of the foundations that I bought very recently, around 3-4 months back. I love Maybelline foundations. They are very affordable and they look beautiful on the skin. I am in the shade 128 warm nude. The bottle actually looks a little bit beaten up because this is my everyday foundation. I use this foundation almost like 2 to 3 times a week along with my K-Beauty foundation, and I do love this foundation. Once I'll finish this foundation, I would definitely be repurchasing it again. Same shade, which is 128 warm nude. So for now I am keeping it back in my foundation collection. The next foundation that I have is this L18 Lasting Glow foundation, and this is the foundation I very recently bought. I reviewed this particular foundation a couple of videos back, and I just paid 93 rupees for this whole bottle. And even though I bought this foundation online, it is a perfect match for me. It is very affordable and it is like a very good option for those who want to have no makeup look in an affordable range for everyday use. So yes, I do like this foundation, and since it's a very recent purchase, I am not decluttering this. Now I am just left with 4 foundations, and I'll just pick this particular one first. This is my K-Beauty foundation. I absolutely love it. I have used a couple of bottles of this. This I think is my 3rd or 4th bottle. I am in the shade 125Y medium, and although the shade looks a tad bit darker in the bottle right now, but it is a good match for me. It is a medium coverage foundation. The coverage is buildable and it is a medium price range foundation. I honestly love the brand K-Beauty. I would not lie, I am a little biased towards the brand somehow. So yes, I love this foundation. I think have 3/4 of the foundation left in the bottle, and I would be keeping it in my collection collection and would definitely be repurchasing it once I finish this bottle. Okay, so now the next one that I have is this LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. I bought this foundation after my Makeup Forever HD foundation because this is much cheaper than the Makeup Forever one, and I read the reviews online which said that it is like a very good match or a very good dupe for the Makeup Forever HD foundation. But like always, since I bought it online, it is a little bit lighter for me, and I do not like the formula as much as I like the formula of the Makeup Forever one. Plus it is a very old bottle and it has expired just like my Makeup Forever one, so I would be decluttering this LA Girl foundation as well. The next foundation that I have is this Dior Air Flash foundation. It is a spray foundation and I absolutely love this foundation. I am almost done with this bottle and it has expired. I bought it I guess 3 years back or something, so this foundation has expired, so I wasn't able to use it enough because I was saving this particular foundation for special occasions, and I didn't have as much special occasions as would have been required to finish this entire bottle, so I wasn't able to finish this one up, but I love this foundation and I would be definitely buying it again. But the shade that I currently have is shade number 302, and I got color matched with this foundation in one of the Sephora's that I have near my home, so probably I would be going to the Sephora again very soon to buy another bottle of this Dior Air Flash foundation. This is the only spray foundation that I have, and this particular foundation gives a very light and natural coverage. It is a good everyday foundation. It is not very long staying. It can stay for 3 to 4 hours, but it cannot stay for like 7 or 8 hours. But I still love this foundation because it gives a very different kind of glow to my skin. So for now I would be decluttering this particular bottle, but I would be very soon buying another bottle of this foundation. Now the very last foundation that I have is this Just Herbs Serum foundation. I actually got it in one of the kits that they have, which is called the Beauty Essential Makeup Kit, and this particular one is in the shade 01 Vanilla, which I do not think is a match for me. I haven't tried this foundation yet, so for now I am not decluttering it, but I do think this might not be a good color match for me. So I might declutter it after trying it once on my skin. So for now, yes, I am keeping this foundation in my collection. So let's review everything up now. So this is the tray where I keep my foundations, and if you remember, this is how the tray was looking in the initial sections of the video, and now I am just left with these foundations. So initially I had 13 foundations and now I am left with only 7 foundations, and these are all the ones that I am decluttering, out of which I would love to purchase these 4 of them, and the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation and the NY Bay foundation is something that I do not like. So yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you like watching my decluttering series. I would be decluttering my makeup and the other sections of my home as well, and I would try and share it with you guys as much as possible. Do let me know in the comment section down below which is your favorite foundation and what motivates you to declutter your home. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you like to see more makeup and skincare related videos on my channel, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell down below so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.